Okay, hey guys, in this video we're going to be building a profile card. Let me show you what it looks like in a second. So this is what we are going to be building. It's a nice and easy challenge. And so the starter files and everything here, a starter HTML file, the images, everything are going to be in the description down below. So let's quickly get into it. So now I'm going to launch this in a live server. So I'm going to click open with live server. Okay, that's hopefully going to open up at some time. So let's look at the challenge. Let's put it side by side for a sec. Let's put it side by side so that we can properly know where to put the divs and some other HTML tags. It's quite taking a long time. As you can see, the server is starting up. You don't have to use a live development server every day. It just makes it easier for us. So the first thing I like to do is I like to have a container that is gonna like wrap every single thing. So we can see our server has started. So we get this, which is very minimal HTML. So inside the container, we're gonna have the card, of course, and the card is divided into some certain sections. So if you look at it, we have like a card top, and this image is absolutely positioned. So we're gonna do that in a second. We have the background image, which is the top. Then we have this kind of like body. Then we have the actions here. So it's just three. So card, top, body, and actions. So let's put it side by side. Okay. So we're gonna say card dash top. And that's going to be a background image, so we might not need to put anything inside of there. I think we can do it as a background image. Okay, so we're going to have the card body, card dash body. Okay, we're going to have this image dot slash images slash dot slash images slash, okay, it's image vector. Then we're gonna have the name and a bunch of other stuff. So save. Actually, we're not saving it yet. So I'm gonna wrap this in a H4. Victor Crest. Then you can put it on the span here. $26. And we can just give this a class of light gray. Then of course the London, we can put this in a paragraph tag, light gray, but with a E this time, just to differentiate them. So what we have to do now is develop these actions. So outside the card body, which is here, we're gonna have card dash actions, or you could call it card info or whatever you want to call it. So what we want to put, this is a container, this is a container, this is a container, and everything is flexed. So you're gonna see how that looks like. So followers, I'm gonna have damn it, maybe like a H5 here. Then maybe we could give this a paragraph. Alright, the followers. Save this. Okay, wait, don't save it yet. So copy, and we'll do this for the next two. So the next one is likes and the next one is photos. So for the likes, we'll just copy, replace it, copy, replace. Okay, copy, replace it, copy, replace it. I'm just thinking for a second. These guys have 80k followers. Wow, that's a lot. For them to make money a lot, you could consider subscribing, and I'll be, and maybe I'll be able to rival these guys someday. So I've saved everything. So let's look at everything in the browser. Everything's looking standard. Okay, not bad. We'll put this side by side. So okay, so we don't need this, of course. Link style.css, and we'll close that, then we'll make our style.css right here. Style.css. And again, I think we still need this design reference of an image. Okay. The first thing, I want to target our container. I want to give it a display of flex. Okay, this is how we center things. Center and align items, center, then a mean height of 100 mean heights. Okay, so that's what that does. Is that it makes sure it's centered and the dead center of the screen. So the card top. So for the card, I want this to have a width of about 300 pixels. The card dash top, I want to have a background. To say background image, can still do it like this. To have a dot slash images, and we want to link to background top pattern. So it's not going to show yet because we need to give it a width, or rather a height. So height 200 pixels. Oh wait, is this? Let's look at the images properly. Let's try pattern card. Oh yeah, so that's it. Looking all right. Maybe 200 pixels might be too much. Just try and make it 150. Yeah, I think that's okay. So card image with 50. Let's give it a height of 50. Yeah, maybe we give it a border radius 50%. Okay, let's up these values. 100. This is how you make a perfect circle. Equal width and height, border radius 50%. That should give you a perfect circle. So we're going to use a little bit of position here. So position relative, then position this absolute, and so position absolute took it out of like the normal document flow. So this can allow us to properly place it on top of this image. So since from here to here is 150 pixels, I want to place this at top 150 pixels, or top 100 pixels. You might want to shift it a little bit, left 150 pixels, or 100. Okay, let's see how it looks. It's gonna come out. Let's take care of these actions in a moment. So card dash actions, display flex. Okay, so what is happening is that some things have some margin and padding they are not supposed to have. So margin 0. Wow, that really just squashes everything. So if we come back to our HTML for a second, what we have the card body. Okay, so what do we want to do to the card body? We want to give it a lot of margin. So card dash body, give it some collective margin. Card dash body margin top, maybe 50 pixels. You can see that this image is not affected even though it's inside that margin class. I want to give it 50 or rather 80 pixels. We want to give it a text align of center, because I think everything has like a central alignment. So text align center. And one more thing that we need to do is that one more important thing, that we need to get this font so that everything will not look out of place. So let's get that font. So to get a font from Google Font is dead simple. Click here. So it says that we need 400 and 700. So we need to select the 400 and 700 first. So select. Okay. So we'll copy it. Then we'll paste the style rule. Okay, so everything will give this font family. So let's check it now. Okay, now it's supposed to have that font. So as you can see, as it has that font, you're gonna see everything start to take place. So the card actions, we also want to give it a margin top of about 50 pixels as well. And you know, everything has like everything there is inside its own container, but we can use that to our advantage. But before we do that, we gave everything a class of flex, right? So I want to say justify content space around. So the layout of the card has kind of like come out, but the body doesn't have a background of white. It has this background. So what we want to do is I want to say body background. We're going to get that color from the style guide. So which one will it be? Dark cyan. Let's try dark cyan. Save. Oh yeah, so it's pretty much it. So the card, we want to give it a background color of white, and we might want to give it some border radius. So card border radius 20 pixels. So 20 pixels, maybe 10. Okay, that's perfect. But you know that it doesn't have rounded corners here, so we want to do that on the card top. And you know, the fun thing is that we don't want border radius here and here, just on the top here. So how do we control that? Well, it's very easy. You just say border top right and border top left. So okay, now we have that layout. So I think the margin 50 pixels is a little bit too much, so let's try 30. No, and we also have to give it some margin bottom as well. As you can see in the final design, it also has margin bottom. So margin dash bottom 20 pixels, and it has a border, a very thin border here. So let's control that as well. So border dash top 2 pixels solid gray. The gray color is obviously more lighter to see. Maybe we can make it 1 pixels or 0.5. We should definitely make it more lighter. I guess it's too light. Okay, guess this is okay. You may hardly be able to see well, you might hardly be able to see, but okay, now it's quite visible. So the card actions themselves, inside here we also want to give it some padding as well, maybe padding like 10 pixels, okay, or maybe just specifically padding top, I think. So padding dash top 20. Okay, well, okay, that's looking pretty good. So before we finish up the project here, we just have to just control some fonts, some of the fonts, because here is supposed to be bigger, here is supposed to be grid, and here is supposed to be grid. So let's just fix that very quickly. So the H5, we're going to give this a font size of 20 pixels. Nope. Maybe 17. And by the way, we did not close our H5, so we should close them, or it's affecting the paragraph, which we do not want. So I've successfully closed all my H5. Okay, now that looks more closer to the actual design. So what we just have to do is just grade those text. So light gray. Let's make this A. Okay. So come to our CSS. Light dash gray. Maybe I think it's E. Font family 200. Sorry, it should be font weight. Or is that a wrong name of the class? Okay, I think it's A. It's A. Fontings are gray, can be spelled in 2 ways. You might want to add an important. Well, font is not still yet gray. If you look at our style guide, we're supposed to get 400 and 700. Maybe because we didn't get 200, might not be able to. Okay, I think we should just change the color, and this needs to be smaller too. So let's quickly do that. So dark gray, so I think that's what we should do. So change this, so light gray. All of them should have the color of this. Okay, I think that's the perfect color, as you can see. So all this is not supposed to be this big, so we'll fix that right now. So card actions, paragraph, the paragraph inside the card actions, we want them to have a font size of maybe 10 pixels or maybe 12. Okay, that is better because it's not supposed to be very big, as you can see here. As you can see here. Then let's tackle this London. Maybe we can make our card a little bit more bigger. Let's see. Maybe 320, because I notice our card is a bit bigger here. Let's tackle this. So I just corrected it, and now it has a class. So we have finished building this card component. So if we inspect, it's kind of like responsive. So according to the front-end method specifications, we are supposed to test this on a 375 device. So if we come here, 375, so let's put it on 375. Okay, on 375 it looks pretty good. there's no need for us to do much responsive design work. And I do notice that this image has a border of white, a whitish border, so let's just add that quickly. So image border 2 pixels solid white. Look as if it seems to be more than 2 pixels. 5 pixels. Oh yeah, so it has that nice border. Okay, so it looks pretty much okay. Can't actually be super pixel perfect actually. Honestly, this challenge was a lot to take in. I kind of like coded this off head from my head. That's why you saw me making a bunch of mistakes. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.